Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. This is El Chalant, and we're back with another video on the 2.5 year anniversary. It's been a busy night. Did my banner review and polls a little bit earlier in the evening. Now I'm trying to get the other video on first impressions out before the sun comes up. Yay! It's been a long night, and I'm gonna descend into mania yapping to myself for another 60 to 90 minutes. Everything's going well with YouTube, about to hit 600 subscribers. We're pushing towards 1,000. If you haven't hit that button yet, I'd really appreciate it. Go ahead, leave a comment if you'd like. What are you excited about for the 2.5 year anniversary? Stuff like that. If you have a comment that would help drive discussion for our Monday midweek, you might see your comment featured on the next video. So, where are we going to start? Well, let's go into the notices like we always do. So, we know a new effect added, Torpor, is on Tifa's new weapon, or her new costume, and then her weapon gives an extra charge of it. So, just like the icon, unable to act and stops time during actions such as stream phase. So it's like a sleep. Just like the icon has a moon and a ZZZ. Don't know why they just didn't call it sleep. Torpor is pretty fucking silly. Only like reference to that in Final Fantasy lore I could find was on Final Fantasy 11. The Geomancers had Torpor skills, 2 of them. Got all the draw stuff, the step up. Make sure you do your free draw and the step up. Make sure you do your 1 a day. The banner. Then they have that red crystal only ultimate banner. It's pretty nice if you got some money to spend. 2.5 year anniversary campaign. So you got the gear voucher in the panel missions. Also got the enemy skill in the panel missions. So the enemy skill we'll be able to get after 3 days of premium quests. And then the gear voucher after 7 days of the event 1 a days. We got the login bonus, 3,000 blue crystals and 77 stam pots that are in 77 stam pots. We'll take a look at that to see how they break those up over how many days. They gave us 20 customization kits, white ones. Those are for the old weapons. Huh. I wonder why they had to give us 20, because it seems like, and we'll talk about this later, that they gave us just enough to customize all the old weapons in the event, except for these 20, apparently. That's why I might hold on to a couple of those. Because, yeah, these white ones are the ones that, we'll get to it more, but those are the ones that upgrade or customize the older weapons, the ones we get for free. Yeah, they gave us a butt ton of enhancement items, old enhancement items. Newcomer and comeback special. 5-star ruin, stamina tonic, and a ton of useful items and materia. If anybody got this for being a newcomer or a comeback, I'd be interested to see what exactly they gave. Daily draw. 1,500 blue crystals every week through the end of March. These are the old customizer weapons that they're given OB6 of each day for the next 16 days. 777 draw. Weapon and synthesis quests. 100% reward increase. Nice. We get those limit break medals in the panel missions. There's supposed to be 10 of them, but the panel missions, I think it only showed like 6, so there's probably going to be another page of panel missions next week. I'm going to save all 10 to do all at the same time. That's that. Yeah, let's go look at those login bonuses. So yeah, that's the 777 draw. So over the course of like 11 days. These are all the old weapons for customizers. They're going to give us OB6 of them for free, and that means you get the weapon parts. So when we look at the event for customizers, and you can get these up to OB10 from there. Don't over purchase the extra OB levels from the exchange for the ones that are coming like next week down the line. Don't forget that you were going to get 6 OB levels for all of these upcoming, if you know what I mean. Once we get over the exchange, I'll say it again, it'll make more sense. Then that's the 1,500 blue crystals for this week. 300 a day for 5 days. Cool. It's nice to have a bunch of login bonuses like this. Very cool. I wonder, since the anniversary is actually Friday next week, and Wednesdays are normal like update day, I wonder if they're just gonna do the update on Friday again. Yeah, see, I had 2 of the limit break medals here. It's the third one. 4, 5, 6. So there must be another page that'll have the other 4 on it that we'll get next week or something. Back to notices. The update, I think, is just that the red text, let's look for it. This is everything we just saw. I think it's just saying that they added the brand stones and the synth catalyst to the game. Yeah. That's the only change. Weapon enhancement customization event. So it has a bunch of stages to do. You get a bunch of crystals for it and a whole bunch of gil. It's like enough gil and enough items for customizing those old free weapons with the white toolboxes. Extreme Escalation challenge on now. I've heard this goes up to level 30. And yep. And we will go try this out in just a few. I haven't started it yet. We'll just do it on the VOD. I only have Tifa's weapon OB9. I hope that's good enough. If not, I might go ahead and do the customizer to make it like an OB10 weapon for the extra C ability potency, because I really want to hold off OB10ing it in case of being lucky on the 1 a day. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be, since solo ranks next week, it says next Friday. Yeah, so it looks like Friday is going to be the update next week. Looks like it's going to be the physical fire Tifa next week, so looks like I'm going to end up customizing that weapon anyways, even though I'm probably going to hold on those wrenches because it looks like they're going to drip feed them. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Metal exchange update. Sephiroth, Zack, and Glenn are up in the rare metal, weapon metal shop. What did they add here? Oh, 2 more of these. Probably recommend holding on to those 2. Only 2 of those for 2 months. Wow. which if you don't know, these are the ones that'll guarantee P attack or M attack. But it won't go all the way up to 50. It'll be at least 75, half of the 150 max, but it'll cap out at 120. So kind of like those C ability ones that we get from Guild Battle and that we get from our minor guild medal shop. I'll go and grab those for this month right now. Like these ones we use for main hands for C ability potency, but it kind of gimps the stat. It could be from 4.5 to 6% instead of going all the way up to 9%. But getting over 5% is pretty sweet anyway, so that's why we use those on those. Let's grab everything. Except for the stamp pots for now. Oh, and we got to talk about Materia. And that Materia event was a bait. Because Materia is coming back in a big way, the cooking of Materia. Since we got some new recipes from the event shop. Anything else in here before we start looking at the events? Nope. That is it. Let's look at the events first. While this is on my mind, let's look at... I love this artwork. I'm going to do the story tomorrow afternoon once I get some sleep. And I'm going to do the story on VOD since I've heard it's pretty good. And has some like theory crafting potential. Since it's Aerith and Sephiroth fighting in the live stream pretty much. Is that Rosen? Whoa. I'm getting really excited to do the story. But it's going to get too late. I won't be able to finish it. Oh, there's another one of these in here. So you'll be able to get one of those for... But that's only P attack. Huh. They added nobles to the event. This is new. So they are easing up on the drip feed a little bit, not very much. But putting nobles in the main currency shop is nice to see. Everything else is as expected, except for we also have this new one. This new Brandstone type. Everything else from the main currency is as expected. I already bought out a bunch of stuff in here. This is where the Materia recipes are. Make sure you get those. These advanced. So those don't have a sigil on them though, do they? So the thing is, those are going to go to a higher potency. And they still have fixed stats. See how the recipe has 5 stars? Our other Materia recipes only have 3 stars. They're 3 blue stars. So these are like heavy-duty Materia recipes. We got Fire, Fire Blow, Fire Breach, and Cure. One of the first light ones, that's to guarantee a 5-star Materia. And I would only use these first light catalysts on these new recipes. It's where you're going to get the most worthwhile out of it. Sid weapon parts. 10 red customization kits. But I don't think these are actually that rare because those drop from the fights, it seems. But the wrenches don't. I only saw the wrenches in the event for first clears. And I'm wondering if they'll have the wrenches like overspeed mats in the future. Like you see how they're here in the main currency shop. Or like if they'll have the wrenches in the crash tickets or something, or in the escalation. We'll see. Everything else in here is normal. They just added those red toolboxes, the new synth mat, and the new recipes. Yeah, the event's very cool. If you haven't seen it yet, let's just go into one really quick. I really love this music and the stage background here is very cool. Been kind of getting sick of the VR background, so this live stream like arena is very, very cool. So that's our ultimate weapon. Probably what he's going to look like in Remake Part 3. He's pretty large. I wonder if that's going to be the scale, because you know they probably have to scale it down for this because he has to fit on the screen. I wonder how large the weapons are going to be in Remake Part 3. Oh, and see, those red toolboxes drop from these, so those aren't quite as rare. You could farm these, it looks like, but the wrenches are a different story. And let's jump over to that event so you can see what I mean. This is the weapon enhancement event. And in here they had first clear stages. First clear stages. And when you go through here, we'll get the first time rewards. Each of these give you a whole bunch of these and almost 1,000,000 gil. So if you clear all the stages, you're going to get enough gil and enough of these white toolboxes to customize all of the free weapons, the ones that they're giving to us for free. That we get OB6 from the daily login, and then you can get 4 more copies from here. So what I was saying earlier was, don't overbuy these in the exchange, because like Sid's OB6 Dragoon Lance isn't going to come for like a week and a half. So don't overspend in here. If you're only shooting for OB10, or if you're only shooting for, or if you're shooting for plus 20. Because there are other things to buy in here, like tickets, brandstones, not a whole bunch else though. Like, I'm probably going to have to spend the rest of these on just purple brandstones with this kind of shit, you know. I may use them on these weapons just to get more rare weapon medals. What that's going to be like 3,800 more. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, we got to talk about these items. The toolboxes, and then these wrenches. So we'll go and look at the weapons in just a sec. But you get 10 of each of the wrenches from this event. Where did we get the other 10 wrenches from? Huh. There's other... Right? Got 10 of each from here. Where did the other ones come from? It wasn't in the exchange. What else did I do? Were they in the event? solo. Yes, they were. The EXs gave. So yeah, these wrenches are going to be drip fed. This is heart, and what this is diamond. Yeah, so those wrenches are going to be drip fed to us. Just like the ultimate metals were a couple years ago. Just like overspeed mats were last year. So I'd hold those tight until we know what weapon to use them on. The new weapons are the one that are going to need the wrenches. Let's go to the weapons. They do have a nifty new filter here. If you click both of those, it'll show all the weapons that are customizable. Let's go by default so you can see by character. You can see everybody has the free weapon and their guild weapon are customizable too. But the guild weapon, and then you have attach here, which has a sub drop down, customize or brand. But under customize, on the guild weapons, they require guild green toolboxes. 10 of them. And we haven't seen these yet. So thinking maybe rewards from next guild battle, or maybe if they update the guild shop or something upcoming, will give us guild customizer toolboxes. Those will probably be limited too. And these guild ones are just the diamond type, which adds an R ability to the weapon. And these R abilities adding to the weapon are fucking nuts. Like, look at this one. Own max ATB plus 3. Does that mean 13 ATB now? And all allies ice ability 30. If you go and look at Barrett's, own physical magical defense, and then all allies wind damage 30. And when you think about this, that's 20 points if he has this equipped in his main hand. So if it's in an offhand, or a sub-weapon on any character, you get plus 10 defenses and all allies 20% of the element. That's pretty fucking strong if you ask me. Pretty wild. They're trying to change the meta from just equipping all P attack all, M attack all subs. Own max ATB plus 3. Boost ATB self. It's not ATB boost, it's boost ATB. And it says max ATB plus 3. So does that mean 13 ATB with the Materia? Let's look at what it says on Materia. Max ATB increased. I don't get it. I'm wondering if that means 13 ATB. Because we get 10 with the 3 extra from the Memorias now. Let's go and look at the other guild ones, the R abilities. And yeah, we can't do these yet, but yep, she has the same plus fire, own ATB plus 3. So it looks like all the attackers are getting the ATB thing and then an element on their guild weapons. This is our first healer to look at. Boost healing potency and water ability. Okay, so they're all an element and then something that's specific to their role. Oh, wrong one. Looking at the guild ones first. Healing potency, fire, red, and keep in mind you can equip these on as subs on people once we get the green toolboxes for them, you know. Own max ATB plus 3. Earth. All allies. 30%. Is it 15%? How much is the half value? 20% for half value. So it isn't half of the percent. That's nice. So that makes it still strong for a sub or on a different character as a sub. This is the first support one that we've seen. Buff and debuff. Extension duration. 60. 40 is a sub. Fire ability. Vince has ATB and lightning. Sid has buff, debuff, and wind. Zax is ice and ATB. Are they the opposite of the resist type? Is that wind? And it was earth. Yeah. So it looks like it's the opposite of the resist type. And yeah, fire resist on Nailbat, and it's ice. Earth resist on Rocket Punch, and it's wind, right? Yep. Try one more. Ice resist on Work Gloves. It's going to be fire, right? Yep. Alright, cool. So we could pretty much tell now. Earth, so it's going to be a wind. Right? Yep. ATB and wind. ATB because it's an attacker. And it's the opposite element boost as the resist type. That works out well. In most cases, probably. This is water, so it's going to be a lightning. And it's going to give him defenses, right? Yep, lightning and defenses. This is lightning resist, so it's going to be water and healing boost. Cool, I cracked the code. A few more. Wind, so it's going to be earth. And the support's going to be buff and debuff extension. Awesome. Earth resist, so it's going to be wind. And it's a tank, so it's going to be defenses. Yep. A lot of wind ones, because there's a lot of earth resist ones. Which kind of sucks because the game hates the wind element. Now we could go and look at the free weapons and what they're adding to those. Or to wrap up with the guild weapons. Just keep in mind we don't have these green boxes yet, so we can't customize the guild weapons yet, but we will be able to in the future. We don't know how limited these will be. You may want to hold on to them once we get some, and then only upgrade the ones that you're going to use for an event until you have enough for all of them. Just my recommendation to play it safe so you don't get caught without enough for the next solo or guild event, you know. Similar recommendation I'm going to make on the brand new weapons, the LB ones. But these free ones, we should be fine to upgrade, customize all of them. is they gave us enough gil, and they gave us enough of these. Well, I upgraded both of that one. I think I left some, yeah. They gave us enough of these white toolboxes to unlock the customizers on all the free old weapons. I'm just saving a few of them just in case. Especially since, like, I don't think I'm going to use this on Barrett right away, you know? Like the tank and the healing ones, I don't think I'm going to need right away. So just in case, I'm going to hold on to those. But, so, all of these old ones have a spade and a diamond. The diamond is the type that adds an R ability. These R abilities aren't quite as helpful as the guild weapon ones, but I don't know, somewhat. I mean, the attacker ones are pretty cool, but they're a little more niche. Like the guild ones were just element damage up. These ones are a little more niche, like when sigil phase is activated or upon interrupt, you know. So, Diamond is a new R ability. Plus, you could put this as a sub on somebody else, and they'll get 25% physical resistance when stream phase is activated for only half the value. So that's only 5% less when using it as the sub. That's pretty fucking cool. The duration's less though, 20 seconds versus 30. Then the spade customs are the ones that adjust the C ability effects, gives extra utility. And let's show, I'm just gonna show how you do that. Alright, we customized it. Show how you jump back and forth. See, you can see when it changes the what it adds to the C ability here. So this one, it adds P attack up all allies and Veil. That is pretty sweet for Barrett. And it's a 4 ATB diamond sigil, not bad, I guess. But that makes this weapon a lot more usable. Got PDEF, so he uses that as a tank. They're making these older weapons a lot more usable, and we'll go and look at all of those C ability adjustments in just a sec. All right, we're gonna go through and look at all the effects on the free weapons. We looked at Barrett's first. So that's the P attack all and the Veil and the Stream phase physical resistance boost. Now, that makes Mystic Sword a great sub weapon, and I'm wondering if that'll help with the escalation. Because do I have that equipped right now? The extra R ability. So the extra R ability, and it seems like Cloud and the Sephiroths, both of them, have this quintessential interruption R ability. So in main hand, it's 50% physical magical ability damage. But be real, you're going to be equipping Mystic Sword as a sub or in your offhand. So it's still 30%. That's pretty good. That's 30 extra percent during interrupt, on top of everything else that happens during interrupt nowadays. I wonder if anybody thought about putting that on as a sub on Tifa and Escalation yet. I might change the build to see if that does the trick. And then for his C ability adjustment, he gets the stat tier increase to extra high. Just like it turns it into an AC gloves, pretty much. So very cool for Cloud. Especially having this, because some of the other attackers have like a specific element. And this is just all damage 50% or 30% as a sub. This will change the way we equip sub-weapons, I bet, to consider for these. And like I said, it should be safe to do the customizers for all of these free weapons, because they do give us enough of those white toolboxes to do all of them. May want to hang on to a couple just in case they add more weapons in the future, but they'll probably give us more white toolboxes then. It just seems like they gave us just enough to do all of them. And just enough gil to do all of them too. If you go and look at Tifa's, like I was saying, some of the attackers have a specific element, but then it's 100% or 60%. That is so cool too, because Feather Gloves, it's a sub that you use for magic water builds, for physical water builds, you know. It is neutral, 6242. So your main attacker is going to want Feather Gloves for sure with this R ability on it. That's awesome. Only during the interrupt though. So you can see they're leaning heavily into sigils and interrupts lately. And then the Spade custom for adjusting the C ability. Let's does it show the change again? No, it doesn't. Well, so that's regular. Just the MDef down and the water up. The new gives HP gain all allies for 60 seconds. That's not super great. I don't see us using that. But I do see us using that extra R ability because this is a common water sub. Next, we got Striking Staff from Aerith. And this one was just physical, non-elemental damage before. So the lightning damage decreased. That's not a lightning down debuff. That's reducing the damage that they do to us. The lightning damage. So if you use this on Ramuh, he'll hit us a lot weaker. Not us doing more damage to him as a debuff. This is like a P attack or M attack down. Not a P def, M def down. But like that element type. So this is a brand new kind of debuff. Let's see if they added this to help battles, buffs and debuffs. As buffs. So that's potency down. That's what we're going to be doing to them with this. The resist down is the one that makes us do more damage to them. This is making them do less damage to us, which is what she has here. It makes, like, Ramuh will do less lightning damage to us, if that makes sense. You have to read these very carefully now that we have this type. And it's a P attack all high. Not bad. Kind of like Kimura, but it doesn't have defenses. Who needs defenses anyways? We just have Abraxas to reprieve. And her R ability here, I haven't unlocked it yet. Gives a healing amp when stream phase is activated up to 3 times. We'll have to test this. Does this mean 3 times in a row in the same stream phase? Or does this mean if you have 3 different sigil phases, on a 4th sigil phase it won't work? That I'm not sure of. But healing amp isn't really a big deal to me. We don't heal that much anyways, really, to be honest. So that's why I left this one. It's the healing ones for the R ability. I left those down. Boost attack limit rate. I'll skip over to red really quick. And you can consider the R abilities as existing on it. Like this is boost attack and limit break potency with a healing amp on it. You really won't use this as a sub weapon. This one isn't really that useful, but Red's is, if you use this as a sub weapon, it's HP and heal for a healer, you know? So those R abilities are more useful. He has the same thing here, the boost, the amp healing up to 3 times, 50%, or as a sub, 40% up to 2 times. So that's the one that I'd use as a sub, probably over what's Matt's. We'll get Matt's too. Heal, buff, debuff, extension. So I'd use either Matt's or Red's if you need buff, debuff, extension, or HP. You know, or big heal here. Matt's is probably the best for a healer, to be honest. You got enough HP. This is the one I use it on, probably, as a sub. Alright, let's go back up the list. I don't want to skip too many. What else was on Reds? What does this change to Brilliant Color? Which is our Wind Up, M attack up. Oh, this one's weird. Increases limit gauge 20% self. This can let him get off a quick Stardust Ray if you need to on a wind fight, you know, because it's raising wind damage. Probably gonna only equip this on a wind fight, but if you need to get a quick Stardust Ray off, you could throw this on instead of the healing amp. Very cool. Stardust Ray. Is it? I don't think his other limit breaks are that useful. Let's go double check. Because yeah, Stardust Ray is the ignores immunity, removes attack ups, and gives him a healing amp. So you're losing the healing amp from the sigil phase start, but you're gonna gain it when you get the quicker limit break. Lunatic High's a P-Def, M-Def up. Yep. And this one's just damage. Oh, P-Def, P-Attack, M-Attack down. So if you need a quick, you're probably going to use it on Stardust Ray. That's the one we use red for. When someone's immune to attack down, like Ifri or something. Oh, got some materia ready. That's our next stop in this party. Alright, we got Hawkeye for Yuffie. She has the Earth. All allies. 100%, 60%. But was Water, all allies. All allies. They are all allies, okay. Did I miss reading that all allies before? These are crazy. Crazier the more I look at them. Plus I haven't slept, so I'm just going crazy overall. The tank ones isn't all allies. The healing one isn't all allies. But the elemental ones and the ability damage ones that Cloud and the Sephiroths have are all allies. So, Earth interrupt all allies. Get Odin into an interrupt on that Summon Fury. You're gonna whoop his ass in that first interrupt. He won't have a chance to do Sleipnir's Fury. Even on a sub on Tifa, 60% extra during the interrupt. That's wild. If you know that you're going to have an interrupt in the fight. This is going to change the meta from stacking P attack and M attack, all limit break weapons, to using these as subs on your supports, since they are all allies. This one happens to be a P attack Earth, so you can use it as a sub even on the attacker. Same with Feather Gloves and Mystic Sword. Those are good subs overall, but if it doesn't fit into the build, just throw it on one of your supports. Same difference. Fuck, that's good. And what's our other one? What does it add? PF down high. That's great. Who's next? Kate Sith. So this is our first support that we're looking at. And their new R ability is boost summon ability potency, all allies. Not quite as good as the interrupt one, maybe. Well, not every fight has an interrupt. You can't use a summon in every fight. So you gotta weigh, depending on the fight mechanics, which one of these are you gonna equip as a sub on somebody. This also has R abilities that are pretty, they're not perfect, you know. I mean, I wouldn't equip a P attack neutral ability potency, hardly ever probably, but I would on a support to get this if I knew I was going to use it. 20% as a sub. But this is one that you can probably use as a main hand on Kate if you needed. You may be doing his LB as his main hand. But 20-30% extra summon damage is pretty dope. And this one, M attack down, P attack down on crit. This is a defensive utility, M-Def high, all allies. Not super good. But it is a defensive utility weapon anyways. It's attacks down. And M attack is the one that happens every time. The P attack is only on crit. So M attack down, M def up. Yeah, it's pretty good. I won't complain. Short barrel for Vince. He's getting the wind, interrupt all allies, 160 is a sub. This may be able to help us push Arch's duel past level 42. Be able to break that interrupt quicker. Or break that gauge, I mean. What's this adding? This was only damage with the 3 times multiplier for high HP. This one's adding the reduced earth damage. And it's also a tier up. It's also an AC glove. So now everybody's getting an AC glove. Tifa and Yuffie already had AC gloves. Now Vince has one. Now Cloud has one. That's 4 out of 6 attackers, right? All allies on that? Oh, yeah. And this is the offhand for Vince's wind build. So he'll be able to give himself extra high. He already gets extra high anyways. He'll give it to everybody else, though. And it makes it so he could save his costume charges. Pretty tricky. You can save the costume charges for an extra nuke later. Just use 1 and then tier it up. Well, you need 2 to get to extra high. You'd have to tier it up twice. But it's tiering up with a 1200 potency. So that's not bad. It plus is reducing earth damage. Second support, Sid. So the supports all have the summon ability damage, our ability. Crack the code on that one. Seems like the healers all have healing amp. Seems like the tanks will either have physical or magic defense on Sigil Phase start. And what is this adding to his... This was AoE magic with a lightning down. Exploit weakness all allies. That's fucking strong. 30 seconds, extending 10 seconds. That's really strong. That's really, really good. Let's go to Zack for Pressure Ridge. This is a weapon that let's get it back to the regular C ability so I can show you what it used to be. So he's got the ice. 160 if it's in the sub or on a different character. All allies. This used to be 620 ice damage. Ice resist down high. This sword carried me through the first battle tower of this game. I have the animation of this like burned into my skull. So I watched it go off so many times. So now we're adding, when hitting target's weakness, and it's a debuffing weapon, it's gonna be a weakness, right? Applies ailment, single target physical damage received up 40%. So it's a 40% Muramasa. Plus 1.5 to the potency if he has a buff on, and he will. So that's what 1.5 is, 930. Not too shabby for a debuffing weapon. 930 is an attacker, but let's see other common recent debuffing weapons. I'll think of Sid's lightning one. I think they've been 920. Yep. So it brings it in line with other support weapons. Support type weapons. Yeah. So he gets a little bit of a nerf since he's an attacker with a debuffing weapon. But it's in line with the rest of the support weapon types for potency. Got Sephiroth. All allies command stance, or not even command stance, it's just ability damage. 50, 30% as a sub or an offhand, which it's going to be. These ones too, all the R abilities on these ones are all right to have equipped to somebody. These all allies ones. I'm not complaining about anything so far. Got Glenn's Rest in Peace. This is a strange one. I used this boost attack wind resistance the first time we had the Summon Fury event, I think, to get some wind resistance to help survive. So he's got a physical resist boost on sigil phase starting, just like Barrett's, because he's also a tank. And this is, it used to be just physical damage with a diamond sigil. Now it's physical damage, P attack down, P def up. High. With a diamond sigil. Not bad for his kit. Did he have a P def up already? Let's go see. Does Glenn have a P def up? Good vibes. This is, yeah, only to mid though. P def, M def up, mid. Anything else catching my eye? Not really. P attack down, earth down. M attack down. M def up. So it's like a reverse Final Fantasy 13 weapon. It's P attack down, P def up. That rounds out his kit very well. Very, very well. They put some thought into these, I can tell. I'm glad. We looked at the amp, but what does it do here? Fire damage is decreased. So gives an ice down to do more damage if they're ice weakness. But then if they do fire damage, they'll do less fire damage. So good for Ifri. If you're having trouble with Ifri EX3, maybe Matt with Spiral and Matt Murrah and a physical ice team may help you out. Right, our last support is Lucia, the summon, right? Yep, the summon ability potency all. And Mad Minute used to just be a M attack down high. We know Mad Minute well because it is a great sub weapon for physical teams. So that's like a gimme. If we need some HP on somebody, that's just like a free extra 20% summon damage. Because you're going to use this weapon as a sub anyways if you need some HP. That's fucking bonkers. This one added an Earth Up all. High. Earth Up all high. So she'd use this in combination with her Rifle of the Hunt, which does P def down, Earth down. Then she'd do Earth Up with this. And M attack down. Very cool. User Desperado is a sub costume, her costume, and the PDEF off a Rifle the Hun will go to 4 tiers. Very good for Lucia. Next up we got Angeal. This is going to be the MDEF one, right? Yep, magic resistance boost. So Barrett and Glenn get physical, Angeal is the magic one. Let's compare the other R abilities on them too. So HP MDEF, then magic resist boost. That makes a lot of sense. Glenn's is boost attack wind resistance with the physical resistance. So this is more of like a offensive. And then his was PDEF crit. So PDEF and then physical resistance. So Glenn's is the one that's a little bit more offensive than Barrett's for physical. Then Angeal's is full defensive magic. Nice. Then you can see this was provoke and MDEF up high self. That was it. Now if we use the Spade custom, it'll also give M attack up high all allies. So it's helping him tank and it's helping everybody else do damage. Pretty fucking sweet. I think he was missing an M attack up too. And Barrett's was a P attack up, wasn't it? I think he was missing a P attack up. What was this one? P attack down, P def up. He didn't have a P def up high. Let's double check. I think Barrett doesn't have another P attack up. And Angeal doesn't have another M attack down. Nothing's coming to mind. Yeah. So he could do MDEF up now with... And I just did that tank video showing what they were missing from their kits. I feel seen. I feel like somebody watched my shit. That intern in the closet at Applebot's watching me. Says MDEF up, M attack up. Now this one is... It has a P attack up, all allies. So you can buff both. Very cool. And what, Angeal's... let's just go to the full... No. We wanted to look to see, does Angeal have another M attack up? And I don't think he does. That's PDEF down. That's attacks down. Earth down. P attack up, P def up. So you could do P attack and M attack now. Same with Barrett. Then I don't think Glenn can raise attacks, but he's very good at stopping damage with attack downs and defenses up. Now. PDEF up all allies. His PDEF up, MDEF up all allies, and his limit break one. Earth up, Earth down. P attack down, P def up, mid, because it's an event weapon. Yeah, he didn't have an M attack up all allies yet. Very good for Angeal's kit. These are a lot of good additions to their kit without even introducing new weapons. They're just It's just a new feature in the game. I really appreciate this. Then OG Seth is the last one of the free ones, which is like a Kuja blade. P attack, M attack down. He also has the ability damage 50 or 30 as a sub. What does it do to the C ability? Oh, it just adds a haste. That's not super good. Alright, that brings us to the new weapons. Go by rarity, because then they'll be at the top. Tifa and Sephiroth. So the new weapons, banner weapons. See, we need different items for these now. Those free ones were white toolboxes. You see how we have the different items here? We got the white, red, and blue toolboxes. Green ones are going to be for guild weapons. Then we have heart, spade, and diamond wrenches. So white ones are for the old weapons. We should be good to use them all. These drop from fights in the event and in the monthly event. The blue ones are in the weapon rally event. The red ones, they also drop in the weapon event. That wasn't clear because there is the Ultima weapon event, then there's the weapon rally. You can get red toolboxes from both of those. The blue toolboxes are from the weapon rally. But we don't have anything to use these blue ones on yet, which is strange. As you'll see, we went through the old ones, used white toolboxes. The guild weapons use green ones. The new weapons use red ones. We haven't seen the blue toolboxes yet. Anyways, Heart Custom raises the C ability potency. So, since I have OB9, it's not a 1340 yet, it's 1080. So it'll raise that 1080 to 1350. Once it's OB10, it'll raise it from 1340 to 1680. Otherwise, the diamond adds a fire ability interrupt. 100%. It's going to be in the main hand. I might... Maybe we'll use one of those if I have trouble with the escalation. It does 100% more damage during the interrupt. That I know is where you do all the damage. But I think we're going to... It's still hard to tell which one we're going to use on the solo rank next month. Or next week. Probably the interrupt. All of our damage happens in interrupt nowadays. So these are going to be used a lot. Even if you don't think so. Even if you think the potency is better. 100% more damage during interrupt. And we talked about recent guild battles where like 80-85% of our damage comes down to the last 30 seconds when the boss is in interrupt. Then you're going to add 100% damage onto that. Is how you want to think about it. But these wrenches seem very limited. So I would hold on to these. Hold off until you really need to upgrade them. Because you don't want to run out and then have guild battle come around and then you don't have enough wrenches to upgrade your main hand. Similarly here, it's a 1080, it brings up to 1350 because it's not OB10 yet. I'm holding off on these in case I get lucky on the one a day before I OB10 them. So I don't want to just, if I get lucky, it'll be free. And what does it do to his C ability, the utility one? So this is nuke with MDef down, weapon boost. Oh, this one adds charges to his C ability costume. 2 of them at OB6, 3 charges at OB10. Okay. So that's it for Sephiroth. That's it for all the customizable weapons right now. We went through all of them. That took a while. Yeah, I'd hold on to those wrenches. Those wrenches seem very scarce. We only have more of them right now because we got 10 of each in this event. Otherwise, all we got from the monthly event was 10 diamonds and then 10 hearts, I think, on the other one. Yeah. So we may only be seeing 10 on each event. I doubt it'll be on the update for this event next week. Maybe on the crash, they'll give us some more. Probably. So we may only get 10 of each type, 20 of each type a month. So we'll have to pick and choose which new weapons to use them on. Which my thought process is I'll only use them when I need them for a ranking event. Otherwise, yeah, let's go back in here, look at the rewards. See, they gave blue boxes. We don't have a use for the blue boxes yet. Weird. Maybe they have some more of the wrenches in Escalation. Once we do start on Escalation, oh, they do. They do have some more. So yeah, it looks like it's probably safe to customize then. Spade. Was Spade one of the ones? Diamond and Heart. Heart and Spade. So let's see how many we have after. Let's see how many we have after I finish the Escalation. May give a revised recommendation on that. Alright, so we're going to talk about the new Materia recipes. Go ahead and get that cure to cook up. And we'll look at the stats on these new Materias. I cooked one of each. I didn't use the new mat, so I'm not expecting any 5 stars. Yep, they're all purples. That's just fine. But we'll see the stats on these. Let's go in and just level these up. So Fire Breach. This is a physical Fire Breach type. Maybe they won't be consistent. Let's cook another one. Is it always going to have fire potency? Let's cook another one. The new Fire Breach. And materials. Don't need one of those. Also, they aren't. It looks like, is it always going to have fire potency on it though? Huh. Clicking the wrong spot because I'm tired. Let's test. Fire breach. Fire breach. Hope I don't run out of bookmarks doing this. Fire breach. And this is the new 5-star recipe. Advanced. Is that one going to have fire potency on it when I level it up? It does. So it seems like they always have fire potency in them. The others are still a little random on the substats. Had a fire potency in it. This had an M attack percent. Those look like the same substats as the sigil ones. Let's go. Fire blow, and it has the same substats as the sigil ones. But the thing is, I'll show an image from one of my guildies that used one of their first light mats already. That those potencies on the 5 stars are much, much higher. We can already know that. And this is that going to be HP percent? Should be the other one if it's consistent. HP percent is going to be the next one. Yep. So the fire breach is always going to have fire potency, it looks like. The fire blow and fire are going to have fire potency, then M attack or P attack percent, then flat HP, flat defense, which it's basically the same stats as the sigil ones. But if you get a 5 star, those potencies are going to go much, much higher. Then cure, you're always getting HP, heal, P attack, M attack percent. It's pretty sweet. I'll show images of his cooks, and he ended up with some good stats on the 5 stars. Still a gamble of where those rolls are going to go into, but they started at such higher amounts. Like, pretty sure the fire potency started out at like 8 point something percent instead of 5 point something or 6.0. I think 6.0 was the highest that the 5 star sigil ones would start out at for the elemental potency. So what can we do with this knowledge? If we get a 5 star, we're shooting for a sum of the fire potency and the main stat to be higher than 14.5, which is what we get from the Materia event. So this is like our new baseline. 14.5% is our new baseline. With these new fire recipes, we're looking for fire materia higher than a sum of 14.5 for them to be worthwhile. Otherwise, just use the refined, and that other one that you cooked is just trash. So we're looking for higher than 14.5% now. And then the cures, that's great to have guaranteed HP percent. Let's make sure guaranteed. Let's test that one too. Cure. It's not in there still. I think I have to use one of those. Oh, do I have to use 2 of those? Fuck. 9. 2, 9, and 10. And then this is gonna wipe out my... Yeah. But we'll test it. I could get some more bookmarks from... I'm not using the new... Because those will guarantee a 5-star, but I want to save those for when we have an event. I mean, pretty sure that the solo rank next week is going to be physical fire with Tifa, but just in case. Alright. So let's just test this out. Should have a couple of 4-stars there at least. Yeah. Oh, it got an MDef. But I'm not seeing like a... Seeing percentages all. Seeing all percentages except for the defenses, which are flat stat always. So it looks like the cures can have a mix of stats, but it's always going to be a percentage. That's great. That's great quality of life on the Materia. Looking forward to more upgraded recipes like this over the coming months. If they did the fires, it's probably going to take them 6 months until the 3-year anniversary to get us all the elements as advanced. You got the fire breach. Then what about advanced Asunas, advanced T-Braves, D-Faiths, breach, mana breach, you know? Maybe. You see the difference over here. The old Materia recipes have 3 stars. The new ones have 5 stars. And it looks like the stats are more consistent. They're either going to be the same for the elemental ones, or they're just going to be, there's going to be less RNG in the stats that appear. And it looked like the cure didn't have any like flat P attack, which sucks. I'm happy with that. Also keep in mind though, these ones don't have a sigil on them. So you'll still want to use your refined for your sigil slot. Alright, I think that brings us to escalations, the last thing to do tonight. Let's give it a go. Let's see what rewards are in here. See how much of those wrenches they give us. M-Attack Fire Breach. 10 wrenches, a whole bunch of memories for Shadow Flare. And Tank Nobles. It's a purple P-Attack Branding Stone. 5 of them. Wonder how much those cap out at. Huh. We'll go take a look at that afterwards too. I think I got the team ready. Let's see how far we could get from auto. Well, we do want to put the debuffs on. Oh, never mind. He's just dead before I do anything. Cool. Now I got 20 each of the spades. Now what do we get? Fire breach and a fire triangle. This is the old type though. Are we getting... Oh, those are magic brandstones. No more wrenches. So it looks like they gave us 20 of each, huh? 20 of each. For the escalation, the event, and the weapon rally. 10 of each from the escalation and the monthly event. So we could count on probably 10 of each every month. Plus whatever they'll give us in the crash in a couple weeks. Just to keep mindful of how many of these we're going to be receiving, since they're going to drip feed them. Not bad. Now, what rewards are next for up to level 15? Oh, we are getting more wrenches. More diamond wrenches. Some bookmarks, some more brandstones. Another fire breach materia. That's a lot of fire breach materials they're giving us. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. She could just kill him. I'm gonna have to start trying on the next one after the next one, probably. Alright, so that's quite a bit of stuff. $20. Alright, some more. It's gonna be a third of those. I think up to 25 is where most of the rewards come from, so the next one should be the rest of our rewards. Maybe we'll get another 10 of the other type of wrenches. Thought we were supposed to get one of her charges. Oh, fuck, that was late. It doesn't matter, I guess. Thought we were supposed to get a charge of torpor on first use. For a new weapon. Or is that only at OB10? Alright. Alright, the rest of the refines. Very cool. Let's check that out. Yeah, it's only at OB10 that you get an extra use. Interesting. I don't want to OB10 it though. And give her a triangle sigil. She might actually need to heal, huh? Alright, level 25. Here we go. Didn't know that was going to happen. Uh-oh. That don't look good. Yeah. I might be able to time that a little bit better. If not, I'm going to OB10 that weapon. Maybe I'll put that heart custom on it. Fun fight so far. Yeah, let's do it. We knew we were gonna anyways, right? That should give me that extra little bit of damage. Get everything all good and applied, and then save ATB on Lucia and Aerith so they can blast. Fire breach. That and that. That breach. One more from Lucia. Oh, and it ended the sigil phase. Shit. I didn't plan that very good. There we go. That's 25. How much harder can 30 be? It's just materia mats, right? I'll call that for the night. 25 is good enough for a first time through, seeing what the fight's like. I'll get a level 30 separate video out soon. I'll probably go through and... How many crystals we get? 1,500. Think we could get lucky and hit a weapon? I used them all, right? Yeah. How many weapon parts do you have? 75. We got 110 for boxes. Another box tomorrow. Then I'd be 5 short with her weapon parts. I'm gonna have to pull once anyways to get 5 weapon parts. Fuck it, let's go. See how I just justify that stuff to myself? Something wrong with me. Of course it's a 1 stamp. This is a bad idea. Just blue crystals though, no biggie. Didn't get 5 of them. Come on, give me some. There's 10. Need 5. Still need 5 to do it now. Alright. Well, that works. Now just be a Tifa weapon, right? Give me 1 of each and let me be done. Just be a Tifa weapon, Cloud. You love Tifa, right? Ho ho ho, don't bait me. Thank goodness. We're done. So, yep. I'm not going to do it tonight, though. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. I need to sleep. It's 6 a.m. here now, and I still have to edit, and this video is like an hour and a half long, and it's pretty much like editing in real time off of my phone. So, I'll be up early afternoon, and I'll get level 30 video out for Escalation. I hope you guys have a good night. Hope you guys are enjoying the anniversary. Before I sign off, I was getting ahead of myself. Let's make sure I covered everything I wanted to. Customizers, new materia recipes, Escalation, all the notices and events. In regards to customizers, you see we have the items. We got, well, we had 20 hearts, and then 20 spades, 30 diamonds from the current events. These are going to be drip fed out a bit, so I'd hold on to them. Probably safe to use on Tifa's main hand because it's probably going to be used for the solo rank next week. Says it's fire, and we just had a physical fire weapon, so. But otherwise, I'd probably hold on to them. The white boxes from the login bonus and from doing the rally event, you should get 320 of those. They should be safe to use on all of the new old weapons, like Mystic Sword and everything. Those are the ones. Max Ray, Mystic Sword. So all of these old weapons, you can use those on probably safely. I might keep a hold of a couple of them just in case. Like the Aerith healing one doesn't really make sense to do because our abilities don't fit a sub weapon for healing. Also, looking at those old weapons, the big takeaway was that the new R abilities are fucking busted to use as a sub weapon on other characters because all allies interrupt bonus damage. All allies interrupt elemental damage twice as much. So they're trying to change the meta on sub weapons from limit break, P attack all, M attack all to actually using these. And then we don't have the green toolboxes yet, but these ones are going to be even better. Because this is elemental damage overall, not just during an interrupt. So that's extra 20% elemental damage from the guild weapons as a sub. The blue toolboxes, I have no fucking clue what those are for. If you have an idea, leave a comment. Yeah, these red toolboxes, we could farm them. Doesn't seem like a big deal. Blue ones, we haven't seen them yet. Maybe they'll be used on, instead of the red ones, on like tanks and healers. Maybe red is for attackers and supports. Maybe blue is for tanks and healers. That's my best guess at this point. But I have no idea. Because we got 2 attackers this week. They both are using the red ones. So. And these are for the old weapons. So that is customizers again in a nutshell. Materia, Escalation, all the notices, went through it all. That's it, guys. Happy anniversary. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. I didn't show you the build even I was using for this. Let's go take a look real quick. Trying to get out of here quickly. This is the second time I tried to sign off, and so this is a new Tifa. And I did 25 with the OB9. Now I got that 1680. I didn't even brand it yet either. What's a 1680 with a good brand gonna do? Huh. Got a lot of those now. Be a good one. Not bad. That's almost 100 extra. 17. That is obscene. Cool. And then, so now I'll get that effect that'll be extra torpor. So I'll be able to whoop his ass during the interruption now, no problem. Yeah, and her back I have Radiant. Because her offhand, up. Her near offhand gives 62 P attack, then 42 physical ability potency. I also have 42 physical ability potency from her limit break. So 42 is already level 5. That's good enough for diminishing returns going up. Um, Otherwise, we just worked on fire and boost attack. Another 62 sub gave us over 55 for boosts. P attack 7. Then the yep, fire and boost attack for the other two. On her, that's the new gun and her LB. That's in the back. And then that was Aerith. Gamba for healing and P attack up. If you don't have Gamba, you can use Bahamut's Rod. That's fine. And 2 P attack alls and a... Yeah. Well, I'm wondering if, like... If I gave her Pressure Ridge. Because those R abilities aren't good for our attackers, but... Oh, it's not that one. It's gotta be a... Who has the fire one? Huh. Who has the fire one? Earth? There isn't a fire one, is there? Wind. Summon damage. Ice. That'd be the summon damage too. Yeah, you have to use one of these. Like, does it work if you're equipping it as a sub? Should have checked this before. Yes, it does. So we confirmed. Is that 30% in interrupt going to be better than a 7% stat? Probably. Because all that damage is going to come in the interrupt. That's what I'm going to try for the level 30. Yeah, the fire all allies was on the guild weapon once. We have water. It's weird that they didn't give all the elements. We got water. Earth. Water, earth, wind. Ice. Water, earth, wind, ice. No fire or lightning. Strange. So there was no fire or lightning of this type. Unless I'm missing something because I haven't slept in a day. Because his is going to be the summon. Yep, summon potency. It would have to be one of the attackers. The only other attackers are Cloud and the 2 Cephs that have the general one. General, water, earth. That'll be the wind one. Ice, general, Yep, that's it. Oh, is it on hers? The fire is on hers. The lightning is on Seth's. New one. No, it isn't. So we don't have a lightning one yet. But the fire one is on Tifa's. But I took the 1680 instead. Yeah, there it is. So there is a fire one. We don't have a lightning of this yet. That's strange. Glad I took the extra couple of minutes to come back to this. I think that is it now, though, guys. Hope everybody has a good night. Enjoy the anniversary. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a video on level 30 escalation. Be safe, stay warm, keep doing what you're doing. Until next time, I'm Al Shalat. Bye.